Okay, so we got light reflecting off a mirror, and for the whole problem, for parts A, B, C, and D, we know that angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. So I'm going to put little arc marks here to say that angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. For scenario A, it says, let's imagine 1 is congruent to angle 3. So that means this angle is also congruent to that one. Well, if 1 equals 3 and 1 equals 2, that means they're all equal. And the whole premise of this problem is using the fact that all three angles, you notice they lie on a straight line? That means they're all going to add up to 180 degrees. We're going to have to use that information for every problem. So the first one says if they're all equal, so I have three angles, they're all equal, I'm just going to divide that 180 by 3, and you're going to get 60 degrees for each angle, including angle 2. So angle 2 is 60 degrees. Okay, now it says, what if angle 3, so start over, forget that last part, what we said here. Now it says angle 3 is a right angle. Okay, so I'm going to make this a right angle, which means how many degrees? 90, that's right. Well, again, we know they all add up to 180. So if I do 180, take away the angle we know, that means I have 90 degrees left to play with. Okay, and we know angle 1 and angle 2 are equal. So I have to take this 90 degrees and split it equally between angle 1 and angle 2. So if I split it in half, I get 45 degrees for each angle, angle 2 and angle 1. All right, and then they all add up to 180. Okay, cool. Next one says angle 3 is twice the size of angle 1. What's the measure of angle 2? A couple ways you could think about this. You could think that in our previous example, angle 3 was 90 degrees, and angle 1 came out to 45 degrees. So in our previous example, angle 3 was twice the size of angle 1. So this is just a repeat of the previous problem. It's the exact same problem. You could also think about it this way. If angle 3 is twice as much as angle 1, then we could split it in half, and all those parts should be equal. Right? Now we have 4 angles because angle 3 counted as double, so we'll give it 2 separate parts. Now I have 4 angles, so I could do 180 divided by 4 for each part. Either case, you should get 45 degrees as well. Last one, it says angle 2 is 50. What is angle 3? So I'm going to go back up here. We know angle 2 is 50. And remember, in all of these problems, angle 1 is the same as angle 2. So that means that one also has to be 50. So the question is, what's left for angle 3? Well, if we take 180, take away 50 for angle 1, take away 50 for angle 2, you're left with 80 degrees. And angle 3 is the only angle left, so that angle 3 has to be 80 degrees. So our answer is 80 degrees. And those are all the parts to this problem.